bit too comfortable for you? So welcome back to Modern Dad. I'm Chandru
I'm Carl Lyons.
and we are Modern Dads, which is
Dads that are modern, right?
still trying to figure it out.
Figure out our pathway.
We have a subject matter that that's important to both of us and we hold dear to our heart, and it's birthdays.
They come around fast, right?
They do, and they're not very cheap. Let's be honest. Birthdays aren't cheap.
And I've got 3 kids, so you know that's a big number.
Well,
actually,
that was your decision. You should have thought about this stuff.
apparently, yeah.
So there's several things about birthdays that Carl and I talk about. One of them is basically the invitations, right?
The number of people you're supposed to invite as well.
Are you supposed to invite them though?
Well, I don't know. That's the question, isn't it? You know, one of the questions about this. You know, I mean, our younger kids, the whole class is invited, right? I mean, is that what you're supposed to do? I just don't know. And also because Freddie's invited you, you've got to invite Freddie back.
You've got to
right?
reciprocate,
you know,
right?
I mean, that's part of the unwritten rules somehow.
So it is an unwritten rule.
I think so, yeah. Like if you use the toilet paper, you know, you got to replace it, right?
Yeah, I had no idea where that was going. But yeah, no, I mean, you have to be polite, you have to reciprocate. So
yeah.
The thing is, you're not only inviting everyone in class, because you will also have to invite people that are not in the kids' class, they're not in school.
I mean, let's kind of test that rule then. So if you're invited to a party and then you don't invite little Johnny back, you try that and find out what happens.
Oh no, I wouldn't do that. Just
ostracized from the community.
That's a big word.
Well, you know,
your wife got you that
toilet
paper with the word of the
yeah,
day.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
Ostracized.
I've got it. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
What I want to discuss next is very scandalous. Is regifting. When you're talking about the unwritten rules, so what I wanted to ask you is, what is the unwritten rule about regifting?
You don't give it back to the person that gave you. That's the only rule, right?
But I don't know.
You pay it forward, don't you?
You pay it forward.
I think so, yeah.
And eventually, if there's any karma, it'll come back to the person. If you give it to me and I give it to someone else and so on and so forth, and it ends up back with you.
Yeah.
Then I mean that's okay. But as long as I don't give it back to you. But regifting is okay then.
I think so. Yeah, we're in a world of recycling, right? This is recycling.
That's one way to put it. And it's a great way for me to explain karma.
Because to the kids, in an understandable way.
It's like, I don't like this gift, but don't worry, we'll give it to someone else, and it'll eventually give it back to the person that gave it to you.
Nice concept.
Okay, so now we're on the topic of regifting, which is scandalous. Sort of quality control when it comes to regifting.
I see where you're going with this. It's been obviously from the bargain bucket from Toys R Us. As the closing down, it's totally not relevant whatsoever.
Are you just grateful that you got a gift, even if it's not appropriate and torn at the edges or whatnot? I
don't know. I think we're probably not the best judge of that. Maybe the kids are.
You're the ones that give the torn gifts and everything. Okay, got it. Well, at least you're not the person who sits there and finds a gift and then just slips their name, on the card.
Changes
Nobody's
the labels
looking
over.
and be like,
actually,
it's from me.
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea. You're welcome.
Yeah. It's about who you invite and what the rules are around that, I guess, and specifically things like siblings, whether siblings automatically come along.
So what's the rule on that?
Yeah, I don't know. I think you've just got to ask them. I think so.
You've got to ask if the siblings has come, or you've got to ask to say, please don't bring your siblings.
Yeah, maybe both of those.
Both ways.
Yeah. Otherwise, I mean, you get the whole extended family, don't you?
It's a minefield. Birthdays are a minefield.
They are, yeah.
When you send out the invites and people either RSVP too late, or people RSVP and don't show up, and then don't let you know, and then you're sort of out of, literally out of pocket because you paid for them. Serial flakers. That's Serial flakers. How do you tackle that?
Yeah, well, how I tackle it and how my wife tackles it are probably slightly different, actually.
You're probably polite, and your wife probably literally tackles them.
You got it right there, yeah.
Really hope she doesn't watch this. So how do you deal with them? I mean, do you face up to them? Do you not invite them again? What do you do? Do you let it, forget about it?
Just maybe don't speak for the next 2 or 3 years. They don't get invites until you're in secondary school or something like that. Not that I hold a grudge or anything, but
just knock their shoulder when they're on the stairs and.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Go on Rocky IV.
No. So
Ivan Drago, you go.
I must break you.
Just ignore it. To be honest, that's probably what I'd
So what do you do then? What
path.
do you do the next year around? Do you not invite them? Do you send them a note saying, "Are you going to turn up this time?"
This wasn't there. Did you see that in the newspaper where somebody sent a bill to the person that didn't turn up? So there was a per head charge.
I love that.
Yeah, yeah.
It's so petty, but it's brilliant.
Yeah, yeah, it is. It's fantastic. So the parents didn't turn up, didn't communicate, didn't say anything at all, and then the party organisers basically sent them an invoice for the per head charge. That's genius, right?
And do you know if it was paid?
I don't know, but they made a point.
Did you pay when the bill came?
No, but I wrote to the newspaper.
Yeah, but you know what? I think that's justified.
But if you've got any opinions on this, have you got any help for us, actually? You know, what are the unwritten rules about this subject?
Or if you have any experiences you'd like to share about what happened when you organize a birthday or because you had to flake on one. Flaker.
I'll probably have less kids next time around, I think.